Welcome back, everyone. So, last week, you were able to successfully get out of the Shadowfell, finding yourself in an unknown forest. You
Oh,
then went up a mountain,
oh,
saw a light in the distance, so you went down the mountain with minor errors, at which point you were able to then trek through the forest and eventually arrived at the city of Talva, finding a bar. And then during the RP session, you went shopping, among other things.
or
What did you guys buy? I heard the major points and the scandals.
How much? I bought some rations because I was out.
You mostly just bought a priority message. Well, it's technically a sending spell to be sent to Voxfall.
you
And
paid
are
about
now.
40G for that, right?
Yep. You're now trying to
Right, yep.
find how you're going to get back. Especially as you don't really have a lot of money.
This is true.
We have
Well-
more than we first thought
This is true, yes.
because Otto has a bit, I believe, and Chungus has a little bit.
Yeah, I was saving for what was it? Those goggles that for seeing in the dark.
Yep. Goggles of Night.
Well, we can reimburse your any help you give us in traveling from our funds once we get home.
It won't. It depends on how. Well, because I like my character path. This is out of character. Would like be there's a warlock thing I'm gonna grab that'll let me like night vision. But we could just pass it off to somebody like the goggles, somebody who can't see.
True. I mean, I'm saying like for the message stuff and any
Yeah.
travel costs, like when we get home,
Yeah.
reimburse you guys. I mean, I think.
Yeah, we can.
It's not a big deal.
Technically, I don't think any of us have pulled a paycheck yet.
No,
Everything
Yeah,
has
right.
kind of gone right back into investing into the property.
Yeah,
so-
we were supposed to.
But that's been
split
great.
We were
And
supposed
also,
to
Chungus
split.
has no need for money, so
We were supposed to split before we went and did the bakery quest, and this is where we are, a week away.
But maybe when we get back, we should split just a bit so these things don't happen again, and we can always have a little bit of cash on hand.
Let's start by taking stock. Has
Good idea.
anybody picked anything up in their travels they think might fetch some coin?
Let me see. No, I don't want to open your Discord.
Got some like body parts and like things that every time I like try to harvest a bit. I don't know how much I really want to sell it, but I also have no idea what it's worth or if its component value is anything worth it.
we got some body parts.
Yeah.
We do got
Body
some
parts.
parts.
Uh,
Why don't
Also,
we?
Piffle has a Shadowfell book in a Shadowfell box, which to us really doesn't seem to have much value, but we thought maybe could pawn off to somebody. No.
Yeah, and we're in the right place for that.
and we
So
have.
why don't
I
we-
do have a book of Orwellian archaeological, blah blah blah.
As long as we
Nice.
don't find like an arcane college campus co-op, we'll be fine. We'll be like, this is a literal artifact from the Shadowfell. We barely survived our trip there. We saw dragons, and then they just look at it like, best I can do is five store credit.
I do have the Orb of Time, but I don't know if.
Oh, this is out of date. You have to. You can't use last year's version. You have to buy the new one. It's
Yeah.
the same spell.
So, that being said, maybe instead of bringing it to wizards, we should bring it to more like alchemy for like the value of its like material component rather than its knowledgeable component.
Let's get it assessed by somebody. They have a market square here. We can find somebody who's informed on their worth.
Is there like an identify cantrip or something?
Well,
Sure,
identify
okay.
would tell you if something is magical, what properties it has. Its value is material components and shit. Will need some kind of spellcasting or arcana specialist.
True. Okay. So we have either Starfell, the alchemy place, or the marketplace.
I would say we start in the market. They're gonna cater to magic shit in the market.
Yeah. Seems like
That's
even
my
the
guess,
messengers
anyway.
did. Yeah, even the messengers were, so that seems about right. All right, let's see if we can find an appraiser.
Okay. Well, go ahead and make a perception check or an investigation check to see if you can find somebody.
Investigation. It's
these
time
all
to
separate,
apply the
or-
old Southern charm.
I got a 5. Ooh. Oh, you got 5 too. Okay.
Are we splitting up for this, or we all do like separate investigations?
I would just say like you help each other, so you could roll with advantage.
Roll again.
Do it.
I ain't giving nobody advantage.
I'll roll mine again.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, Roger.
Much better.
There you go.
Oh, dude, this is like the dessert, the cookie pickup from last night. Wasn't it actually a 9 to a 19?
I can't 100% remember, but something similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you are able to find, like basically a store that deals with buying and selling like magic items, as well as an antique store. They're relatively close to each other, only a few hundred feet apart.
We should definitely get multiple opinions so we don't get shysted.
Let's get the
Question: do you guys want to sell the little like time clock I got, or no?
No.
It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you.
your call.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see. Why don't we see what we can get for the box in the artifact place,
Right.
or the antique place, and the the wizard shit in the wizard shit store. So let's go check out the wizard shit.
You want to go to the magic item store?
Yes, because I know there's also something I want to purchase if I can afford it.
Okay. Well, the store itself it's a small shop. Looks to only be like a single-story building. It's glass, so you can actually look through the windows. And looking through the actual windows, like in the display at the front, you see numerous looks like relatively mundane items. But they do have signs displaying what they are exactly. They're all laid out on like silk pillows. The store itself is called the Magical Option.
At least it's not a Leclerc's.
I mean, it could be.
That's next
No,
door.
it would be an Abra Leclerc's.
Deborah Leclerc.
Well, we might as well go in and have a look. See.
Oh, okay. As you open the door, you hear you don't see a bell, but you do hear a bell sound being made as the door is opened. Inside, it's numerous different display cases with not the item themselves, but like the picture of the item, as well as in the front just a long counter. Behind the counter is all the different magical items that you can see, as well as somebody manning the counter. Looks to be a dwarf with long white beard and the hair thinning on top with just a little bit around the side. Wearing a set of glasses with a bit of magnifying, that he can flip down in front. Welcome to the Magical Option. How can I help you? You looking for something magical?
Good morning. We're looking to see if we might find someone who might assess the value of some monster parts we found in our travels, and I reckon that question gets asked a lot.
Not really,
Nah?
but I'll take a look at them.
Appreciate that. Mind your nose.
Uh-huh. Well, what you got for me?
Well,
Motions for
start pulling out from my bag here. I've got I have a harpy claws.
Okay.
I have the scythe arm of a lost beast. He was very fierce, let me tell you.
All right.
Also the teeth from these little lamprey creatures we ran into, devilish things.
Okay.
And we also, fought some giant alligators, and I took their teeth from them, and that's mostly it.
I would take these to the Alchemist Guild. Deal mostly with creating and selling magic items. So, if you got anything magic you want to sell, or anything you want to buy, then I'm your man. But otherwise, it's not my thing to purchase.
I see.
Unfortunately,
Well, thank you.
I ain't got much to offer at the moment. Aside from my services, if we wind up needing a bit more gold to get by, we're kind of new in town, got swept in on a breeze, as it were.
So you're not looking for anything magic?
Do you have anything like?
We are, but it ain't in our price range. Not yet, at the least. All our money's back home.
You want to check the price of that time thing, Otto?
Nah, probably not.
Don't reveal anything that you don't have to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, we're always here if you want to buy something.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate your assistance.
Do come back.
Reckon am I? Ding-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling.
So the
And then
Alchemist
he
Guild.
puts us up on the Wizards version of Reddit's customer service ranting.
These assholes came in and tried to sell me some fucking monster parts.
I'm a store for magic. Why did they think I would buy raw material? Yeah, I'm the magic guy, just like that. The Mason is the castle guy.
Don't die.
Don't
God,
die.
we're all users to
already
someone.
ruined.
That's horrifying.
Well, you have an antique store. It's 200 feet about west of you.
Should we bring them the book at least? I doubt they're gonna
Well, we have them take a look
the
at it.
monster parts,
If they're
but maybe the
interested.
box or the book.
I do have the which one? The one the Fiffle has.
Yeah, one Fizzle has.
I do have that Arwillian archaeological one. I don't know if that would actually be of value.
Sure, we can ask. Why not?
Why not? Give it a shot.
Value.
Okay. So you want to head into the antique store?
Yeah, why not?
It is creatively titled The Antique Store. And inside it is a clutter of different items with no real rhyme or reason to how they're arranged. It seems more like they were placed where there's a spot for them. There are a few walkways like throughout the actual store itself, and at the front is an older looking man, short kind of goatee. He is completely bald, and he's just sees you coming. Ah, customers, welcome in.
Howdy.
Howdy. How can I help you?
You wanted to know if you were interested in buying and selling, or selling as much as buying.
Oh yes, well, I do both. Please look around.
Does he actually have anything of interest to like? A
I was
group of
about to say,
adventurers?
Make a perception check.
roll with advantage because I'll help you after I pass this off to the others. This
Okay.
being, I don't have the artifacts to sell. I can come back and haggle if they need me, but I want to look around.
Where's perception? There it is.
Okay. Yeah, it's mostly like a lot of old furniture, old silverware, plates, and various like knickknacks, like a globe, showing the different continents throughout.
Sorry.
No familiar to be found, sadly.
Not
Things like little statues made of wood or like marble. So it's good things for like decoration, but probably nothing for like going adventuring.
Does anything here seem to have any kind of ephemeral attachments, like ghosts lingering on physical things and shit?
I think one
Nah.
of those idols might be maybe like something like that.
Well,
depending
these
on
are
the
just
owner.
like little statues.
Well, it depends on like an owner or something. Tragic end.
Make a religion check to see if you can kind of like feel any like.
Can I get an
Spectral.
advantage because I'm like looking at this like those statues.
In this case, it would just be a gram thing.
No, I don't have. Yeah, I couldn't help him anyway.
Ooh,
Hey!
I don't
ooh.
need help. I'll need no fucking help.
Yeah, like you feel the occasional like spectral attachment to a couple of different items. You get maybe the feeling that these were like inherited and just sold. So definitely like around, some of the silverware, a couple of the statues, but
Does
nothing strictly like appearing in front of you.
here's a thought. Does anything feel like it belonged to Windsong Manor and was sold off during the great fucking of the crossed blades over 60 years?
Not that you can see here. Nothing really looks like it would have belonged to the Crossblades, or you can feel like it belonged to the Crossblades. This is just like a tiny store in a whole nother city.
Okay, so no collect the 30 pieces of the gem of bullshit quest from Skyrim.
No, not really.
Thank you for the PTSD, you jerk.
That was a interesting
Gems
one.
did I get? I had a
Spiritual
spreadsheet for that.
Oh, that hurts.
It's like I can't keep track of this. I was just like copy paste. Don't.
But yeah, so nothing you could think or feel like it would belong or have belonged to the Crossblades at one point.
Okay, so spiritually neutral.
Yeah.
How unusually cool. Actually, how probably normal. Okay. Haggle away.
Do you want to do the fifth one? I think that's the more valuable one.
Yeah, let's see
thought-
what's in the book.
So you're gonna get the little locked container with the book inside from Fiffle.
Yeah.
Fiffle just like hugs it tightly and turns away from you.
He ain't giving shit up.
People, please, just give us the box. It will be fine. We just want to see the value. That's all.
Make
I'm
a
not going to sell anything.
perception check.
Perception or
Or
persuasion?
I'm sorry, persuasion. Yes. Persuade Fiffle. No.
He's
Just swallowed the coffee in time.
Fiffle is actually gonna start making his way to exit the door, and he's gonna start running out and attempt to hide.
It's quite sneaky.
I don't think we're selling that box.
Nope, that's
Kind of
that's
looking out
Piffle's.
the like.
Actually, I should roll with disadvantage considering he's screaming and like completely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
He's
right.
echoing off the alleyways.
Let me roll another stealth for him. Nope, that 21 fits.
You know when he needs. You know when he's gonna have to actually roll stealth. He's gonna roll like a 1. It's
It's
gonna
always
really,
funny
really,
when
really
you do that.
matter.
For game mechanics, yeah.
He could re-roll that one as a halfling.
Oh yeah, he's got that luck feat.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just that; it's just halflings can re-roll ones.
Well then.
See, if I was a halfling, the dice would spite me, and I wouldn't roll a 1. I would roll a 2.
But you, yeah. So Fiffle has disappeared into like the marketplace somewhere.
Yeah. So I have this book of Orwellian archaeological stuff, but I thought we were gonna give that to Phineas's like place, but I don't really remember. This is like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to like get it looked at. How common it is.
I mean, might as well. I mean, unless
Yeah.
appraisal charge or something.
Yeah, let's have him take a look at this. What was the? I can't remember. It was like 3 weeks ago. Let me see what that manor was. The one we went to.
Oh, Sunrise.
Sunrise. Yeah. Okay. So I guess this belonged to what was his name?
We
Alex.
are owed a sizable payout for that frickin' job, and we damn well better get a little bit more hazard pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have him look at it, and I'll tell him it's from Sunrise Manor.
Oh, interesting. I've never heard of the Sunrise Manor, but I'll definitely take a look.
Wait, what was this guy's name? Alex. What was his? Alex, son of Dingleberry murderer.
Sudenberg.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
like say that this guy was artifact collecting and used this.
Oh, take a look. Oh, it's marked up. It's not pristine. I can give you 5 silver for it.
Yeah, no. I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, that's
Other guys are gonna like it more.
yeah. The other guys will like it way more.
Yeah. All right, thank you, sir. We had something else, but my friend is too attached, so I suppose we will come back if we need anything else. Your shop is beautiful. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, and always you can return whenever you so desire to the antique store.
Store.
Graham tips his hat as he walks through.
All right.
I'll never forget this place.
We just go outside and like fifth.
I kind of love that it genuinely Chungus's scenes are like little moments of affirmation from Hallmark movies of the carnage and bloodshed of our lives. I never baked a better cookie than the summer of '69.
I remember that year.
As Chungus just like slams his
crushing
greatsword.
somebody's skull with his thumbs in their eye sockets as he's remembering, because it
Yes,
feels
it's
like
part
the
of his
cherry
rage.
cobbler on his thumbs.
That was delicious. I remember how sweet the strawberries were that season.
Crush.
Artful, like, scene cut in the middle of the blood spray when it lands on his face with strawberry jelly.
It's like the memory of him like in a field with like, there's like a bird like flying by singing on a tree and he's eating a peach cobbler. Fuck. I need to do something here. Off
so-
camera. One second.
You
But I am
So
here.
we're
I'm still
right
here.
outside.
right outside the antique
Yeah.
store? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, Biffo, I know you're hiding somewhere in one of the trash cans. We're not gonna take your book away.
You can attempt to search for him using perception or possibly survival
He's in
to
a
attempt to.
successful sneak right now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like.
Can I guidance myself for the perception?
Yeah.
All right. Is it normal? It's normal. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna find him.
Can I give him advantage?
Yeah, you can look again. So, or I would say just in this case, Graham would look.
Okay.
Okay.
Investigation or perception?
Perception or survival to try and track him.
Survival.
I can.
I'll try survival just on the basis that he's trying to hide, not try to hide his tracks.
Yeah.
And Graham will also kind of call out very gentle, nice ASMR voice. Biffle,
It's okay.
come on,
It's
buddy.
okay,
We're gonna go to
buddy.
the Alchemist Guild and try to get money.
We're
You like money, right?
We're not gonna let.
Money.
We're not gonna let.
We'll let you hold some money.
Yeah. So.
Probably not a good idea, actually.
Yeah, that's not good, especially when he's screaming randomly.
Imagine like gradually Crash Bandicoot noises slowly descending to like Banjo Kazooie noises as we calm him down.
Yeah, no, you're not able to find
said-
Fiffle.
We did just see him run outside. He just hid, right? So he's got to
Yeah.
be in an area within hearing.
God.
But he's in a
distance.
sneak, though. Yeah, but he's still in a sneak.
Yeah, but if he can hear us,
And
it's
also,
fine.
he might still be very fucked up under the
Yeah.
influence, too.
Oh,
Yes,
he is.
Yeah, I would just. Is
Is
Oh,
Lucian
God.
attempting to mind?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. That was.
I was like, what is it? It's gonna kill Fiffle.
I'm trying to add it to it, and I clicked it on accident.
Just making him
Um,
scream at it.
Yeah, so I'm
It's not a
assuming like if
half-bad
he's in the
cantrip.
area, I'm just gonna try to like convince him that we're not gonna take it. He can stop hiding, and Lucian is not gonna try to make him get rid of his lockbox. We just need him to come with us so we can try to get out of here. Can I do that as like a persuasion?
Yeah, you can make a persuasion check.
Oh God.
You're not even sure if he's in
Yeah,
this
why-
area.
Yeah, it's,
We're just talking to a garbage can and hoping.
Like a raccoon pops out of it.
Oh,
Piffle.
Piffle. I didn't know you could form change.
We take him with us and thinking it's him for the rest of the episode.
Doesn't he have the rat on him too? Still.
Yeah, he's got
This
like a
is
little.
Scriffle. Scriffle will
Skeletal
take the role of
rat, yeah.
Fiffle.
I'm
as
actually
needed.
I'm confused. So would that if he hides, would that rat still show?
No, the rat's tiny enough. Plus, the rat has like really
He's
good
not-
sneak
he's
skill.
sneaking too, so he's like, yeah, exactly. He's like, it's not even invisible. He's just like fucking in a bush somewhere. Yeah, like.
He'll be fine
Poor
if you see him.
Jeremy. Poor Jeremy.
All right, we're just gonna start going this
Yeah.
way.
All right, let's just leave. We can split the money later and just.
Without you, Piffle.
All right, Fiffle. Just so you know where we're going, I'm gonna wrap all of M&M's without me, so you can constantly
Oh, I
find
never
me
put my
wherever
camera back
I
on.
am.
Should I do a find familiar and send a little?
Ooh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Do you have the money for it now?
Or the you would just need to have the resources.
I think
Yeah,
I got my
right,
resources.
official.
The 10 GP worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs that is then consumed in the fire in a brass.
Let's go hit up the alchemy shop. And see
Yeah.
if we
Did you
can
want?
get
Yeah. Let's
some
go do
shit.
that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because you do need to get those. You need to get your familiar back anyway.
Yeah, I think I re-upped last time we came back because he died from the
Seahorse.
like thing in the water.
Yep.
And then we went back into town, and I think I re-upped on components.
Okay, yeah. So I believe you do have the components in order to actually like you. I think I don't know. You reloaded the components.
Yeah, because I thought I wanted to.
I definitely did at one point.
Because
I don't
I
know if it
think
was
last
two,
week I
twice.
wanted to be like, Lucy can use Hestia to like scout the area, and you said that he hadn't resummoned it.
Oh, he didn't. He didn't resummon it, but just he might have like the stuff to do those summons, but he didn't actually summon it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I do, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay. I assume you have your brash brazier with you. Well, you summon Hestia. You chuck all the stuff into the brass brazier, and then you start chanting for an hour. Are you just like in the middle of the street doing this?
Yes.
Eventually, a
French cat.
cart comes by, and they stop and like, get out of the road.
I just like ignore it. Am I in the middle of the road?
Yeah. Or where would you be?
Like just right off to the side of the road, on the side.
Okay. So in this case, the cart goes by as these guys like watch as this cat is tossing all this crap into a brass brazier and chanting and waving his arms around.
Like he just don't care.
But this is also a city with a lot of wizards and magic users in it, so it's not even the weirdest thing he's ever seen.
It's not even that weird.
A guard does come by and is like, no practicing magic on the public roads.
My apologies. I am almost done here.
No, you gotta pack up and leave. Go back to the school and you can practice it there.
All right. Do I lose the components for that, or should I just fight this guy?
You would lose the components, yeah. So you'd need to find a way to get him to leave you alone.
All right. Do you want Graham to try to
sh-
talk to him, or do you
Okay,
want
yeah.
Graham to go take a bathroom break so you can do the needful?
Don't ever
I
use
can
those
just-
terms
No.
I can
again.
just. You see no magic going on.
You wouldn't be able to cast another spell while in the middle of this spell.
Could we just? Have you seen this halfling? He ran out of the store and he's having a bad day, and we can't locate him.
This
You-
is a spell to try to find our friend who is lost in the city, who might cause much trouble. So we're really helping you.
All right, Lucy, go ahead and make a deception roll.
Well, I was helping him too, so.
Roll with advantage.
Deception? Deception? Oh, that's pretty
That's
good.
more like a persuasion, to be honest.
I mean, considering you basically said this is a spell to help us find.
I mean, in a way,
He's not lying.
Right?
We're trying to
We're
find
able
it.
to
He's
fly
lying
and
by
shit.
omission.
But it's advantage, I think, because I was
We'll
helping
use-
you.
Yeah, roll one more time.
Yeah, okay.
Holy crap, you get a +4.
Yeah.
Why don't you pack that up and come with me down to the guard station?
How about he
Just
does
use a
it?
luck point and reroll that one more time.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, you got lucky.
I got
So-
two. Yeah, I got lucky feet.
Yeah, that's a really good one, dude.
Listening to this is like, all right, fine, hurry up. I'm gonna go take lunch. I'm gonna come back in 30 minutes, and if you ain't gone, then you're coming with me to the guard station. Deal?
Will it be done in 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Does it take an hour? This is duration instantaneous.
Casting time 1 hour.
He
Do I
should
have
keep
something
them
that's like rituals don't take that long for me or something?
Rituals would actually take longer. They add like 10 extra minutes.
Yeah.
What?
So actually, you're only 30 minutes in, so you still have to kill an additional, like, he's giving you 30, and then you have to find a way to distract him an additional 10 minutes.
Yeah, you guys follow this guy and distract him another 30 minutes.
Who the
Yeah,
the
sure,
guard?
we will be done by that time.
Lucian goes back, starts chanting faster.
And maybe yeah, no, I almost said Tigo.
you you were thinking murder.
No, dude,
Yeah.
I'm just really tired. Maybe Otto can stay and try to help you with miscellaneous spellcasty shit to speed things up for you, like be kind of your hands, so to speak.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
the rest of us can go with the cop and try to talk to him and smooth things over. Maybe buy him lunch with what I've got left, and just basically turn it from I'm gonna eat lunch and then finish my shift to I'm gonna have a talk with these guys for a little longer.
Right. Exactly.
And like business luncheon.
I'm gonna throw this tabaxi into jail because I'm having a bad day because my wife cheated on me.
I'll do the polite society version of the now y'all no bullshit kind of story telling how we came to get here and why we're looking for our friend and why our friend is acting a little insane.
So, if you're going to follow this guard to basically like a small, like, deli or butcher where he can just get like a pre-made food, like a like a sandwich or
basically, I'll
something.
just offer, put my coin down. My
Trip
treat.
him so he falls into a sewer.
All right, I'll let you buy. And then Graham, you just want to like tell the whole tale of how you got here.
Basically, just kind of the high notes. Like, you know how part of Southern Comfort, Jesus Christ. What's the term? Southern
Hospitality?
is, being able to tell good stories, and sometimes you don't find those with all the little details or the truth.
Right.
He's not lying to the guy. He's just telling, like, this is a hell of a roller coaster ride of a story.
His story is more interesting. Maybe.
This
Yeah.
would be a performance check to basically tell like a really riveting and exciting story.
Okay.
You're charismatic.
Can I get either advantage or some sort of bonus from
The-
people backing me up as I'm telling the story?
Having bought him lunch, it's going to be a lower DC.
Okay, cool. Ow.
Graham is just like, all right, so to start this story, we were all in
The style
Vaxville.
at
No,
the
wait.
time.
We were at Kosa. No. Even before Kosa, he's just like kind of rambling as he's trying to remember the details.
Oh, God.
Uh-huh. He's just,
Might be a bad stall, but a stall is a stall.
he's eating the sandwich, and it's like,
Have Chunkus tell him about the time he talked to the invisible horses.
Oh, God.
I'll
Just-
tell you all about that story, sir. If you're interested, I talked to a bunch of horses one time.
Chungus, roll performance. I thought Chungus had some special performance thing for being a gladiator.
I'm actually
Oh my
very-
God, he does! Holy shit!
entertained? Is this not what you were here?
Holy shit!
Mister,
Wait, what?
let me tell you, back when I used to fight in the pits and I don't even remember what it was called. Well, let me tell you about this little duck that I met. His name is Jeffrey, and he made some really terrific little sounds. And he would perform with me before I would go into battle. And then, Mister, are you falling asleep over there?
No, he's like actually weirdly entertained by this.
He loves ducks.
He's like,
You
what?
wanna arm wrestle?
All right,
Oh my god, you're gonna break his arm.
I'll roll for him.
I'll go
He got a
ahead
13,
and
so
yell
please
it.
go ahead, roll athletics. No, Chuggus, he's like a little stronger than you were expecting, but you eventually just like, bam, right on the table.
Wow, you're strong, mister. You almost got me, and look at how big my arms are.
It's been about 40 minutes of this after Chungus has been kind of like rambling, but in a way that's like a little bit like it's so entertaining.
Yes,
It's like-
this is oddly charming.
It's like like if you work retail and you have that old person that comes in and just tells you stories from their youth and shit.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to hear people's stories, but sometimes you can tolerate them.
Yeah. So it's been 40 minutes. Hestia arises from the fire as an owl, which is I'm assuming what you wanted.
Yeah. I forget how easily I can interchange what the heck she did.
I think it does require you to do the summons again every
Really?
time you change form. But you can bring her in and out of her like little pocket dimension,
Okay.
as long as you can do it within like one action.
Okay, yeah, let's go with owl for now. That's fine.
Okay. So you have a white owl or a barn owl. I don't think we ever actually get
Very
a
white owl.
very
Yeah,
white owl.
snow
Okay.
owl.
All right. So about 40 minutes, the fire dies down, having consumed all of the herbs, and the brazier, weirdly not hot, but that's pretty normal for like magical summons. And Lucian, you actually start to see like the group leaving this deli, and you're thinking, "Uh-oh, better skidoo."
I would have helped him clean up really quick, just to.
This is just him grabbing the brazier and like
Yeah.
making off with it.
Woo, woo, woo.
So you're able to successfully distract this guard, and you now have one single owl.
Well done, Chungus.
We
Awesome.
replaced
Thank you, thank you.
Fiffle with an owl.
Guys.
Can I send Hestia to do a little scouting?
Scouting.
Yeah, Hestia can make a perception check to see if she sees Fiffle. No, he's
One, right?
Hestia just reports back. Well, he's not on the roof anywhere.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
I look around and
Pop her into. I'm just gonna pop
So
her.
it's been a while,
Nice.
so can
For safety.
like we look around again and see like maybe he's like moved around if he's in the area. We can.
This would be a survival to try and track him.
Right? Can
I think he'll follow us if we.
Yeah, I think so
go.
too. But can I D4 myself for this?
Yeah.
Okay, normal D4. It's not gonna probably.
Look at that.
Uh,
You do find his old trail, and you're able to just make your way into a it's basically like a small kind of little like hovel, like meant for smaller people to live in, like gnomes, halflings, goblins, kobolds. So like a kind of small little like city, like housing area that they would live in.
this is like a hobo area.
No, basically like tiny houses. Or technically a tiny little apartment complex. Be a closer approximation.
Anybody seen a screaming little halfling?
He's shockingly been very quiet, so. Someone
Screaming
that's
into
been
like a
just
pillow.
non-stop screaming. Yeah,
Rolled up a
exactly.
sock.
You, s- You
It's
see
Pat
like
Oswald's vomit bag story.
yeah, you just see like out front like a little gnome, just sweeping.
Is that Piffle?
No, he's a halfling. Chungus, remember?
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
It's fine. It's easy to get him confused.
They all look the same to you. Is that
It's
I
The
like-
gnome.
almost said that.
it?
I almost said that, but
it's. I was gonna be like,
Chungus
you ever seen
almost
that
said that, I
meme?
should say.
You ever seen that meme where it's like, women say all men are the same? Is it a Chinese lady who lost her husband in like a freaking like market?
Yeah.
The gnome just like, what? What are you looking for?
We're looking for
Small guy, just like you.
yeah, halfling. He's
Gnomes and halflings are different.
ignore him, please.
Okay. Sorry about that.
We're looking for a
sir.
halfling. Nothing
not-
like you.
I'm just dumb. It's just-
What does he look like?
I'll give a description of Fiffle.
Okay,
And
make
he-
a
Yeah,
pers.
now, I also tell him he might be a little under the influence because curiosity got the better of him.
Okay,
And
make a persuasion check to see if he'll actually like help you.
what is going on?
I ain't seen him. I'm busy.
Can I
That's-
insight him to show he's lying?
Yeah, go ahead, roll insight. Um, he's definitely busy,
Yeah, but
but yeah, you think you get the idea. Maybe he's just kind of blow you off because he really doesn't care to help you right now.
I'll leave you alone if you actually tell me what you know because you don't just abruptly say I'm busy and try to ignore somebody like that.
I am busy.
Damn.
Well, you're not gonna be busy much longer until you
Dead.
answer me. Then you can be busy again.
I could be. You know, the funny thing about being busy is, doesn't matter who's talking to you. You're always busy.
Yeah, can you actually multitask or not?
Nope. Just goes back to
Fair
sweeping.
Yeah, you are. a
Gnomes
halfling.
can't multitask, Otto. I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, it's like talking to a goblin here, Chungus. I guess he really isn't a gnome.
I'm like Wes Anderson, the guy I slept
So
with the other night.
I'm going to tell him you are not busy, and you're going to answer my question right now, and I'm going to guidance myself and use intimidation.
Okay, go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Okay, 25. Fine, you went in that way. Now beat it.
Thank you, sir. Next time I won't beat you into a trash can.
He
So we'll head that way.
he raps on a window and like you see a gnome with a crossbow stick his head out.
Hi, mister. I'm Chungus.
I'm just
I
like,
said that as I walked away. So if he's
come
gonna
on,
shoot me,
come on.
Like, he pointed inside, like the little like apartment complex.
I know, but I said that and walked away before he rapped on the window.
Ah.
He just immediately didn't care what he had to say afterwards.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about what a gnome right now. We have to find our halfling. Not deal with a little goblin.
Let's secure the bag.
Okay, so where are
So-
you now?
We went the direction he said.
Yeah, he pointed inside the apartment complex.
Yeah, so I went. Let's go.
So you didn't walk away, you walked in.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta send Mr. Tabaxi in, I guess, if it's a small.
Tabaxis
Oh,
are
God.
pretty tall.
Are they? Oh God.
They're like about human height.
So how the?
You get on your hands and knees and crawl inside.
Yeah, yes, Chungus definitely does that.
I've read this.
Well, no, Tabaxi is smaller than standard human, though, right?
They are count as medium. Let's see. So a tabaxi would, if you want their specific height,
Like, I don't know who would be most qualified to go in there.
base height 410 versus a human's base height. Actually, tabaxis are slightly taller than a human.
Really?
Yeah.
This is not what I would have originally
No,
thought.
I wouldn't have thought that either.
I'm willing to ignore that to put him down if you guys are.
On average, the average tabaxi is taller than the average human by a couple of inches.
Okay, well, Chungus would crawl in there. Oh, Pistol,
Doug.
where are you, buddy?
I would just let Chunkus go in there just so he can knock down the whole apartment. when he
Only in my
forgets and he stands
skin.
up.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't go in there
I think you should.
or hurt anybody.
This is out of, this is like not out of character. I think you should be funny as hell. Fiffle. Would we have to try to sell his thing?
Alchemy guild were we gonna try?
Yeah, if you don't want to go inside after Fiffle, you at least know where he is.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
And I'll be back in a sec. I need more coffee. My brain is shut off.
Okay.
Like, I want to go grab Fiffle, but it's just not worth the. Yeah, let's just go to Alchemy Guild.
I would leave a note with this guy that you intimidated. See if he'll respond to it.
Yeah, I guess. Whenever he sobers up, you can come find us.
So you want to write a note for the guy out front?
I think in this case, maybe. I don't think he's gonna deliver it. Honestly, he's too busy.
Yeah. All right. So then let's just go.
Yeah, it's just bounce.
Okay.
Sorry, Piffle. No money for you.
You think you hear a small scream from coming inside.
What?
Bastard
I heard a small scream coming from inside.
Yeah, it's our screaming halfling. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, Piffy.
Can he actually hear us from in here? I don't know, like in terms of like
I'm not sure.
how big in relation to us are these apartments?
It's a couple stories high, so it's about like 4 stories up.
I guess I can like shout out, Fiffo. Stop screaming and get your ass out here. We're tired of playing hide and seek. We're not selling your garbage.
Make persuasion.
Can I? I'll guide this myself too.
Okay.
Oh, fucking course. Of fucking course.
You
You
wait a bit, but nobody comes out.
Can I make an insight check on the deep psychological underpinnings of the Fiffle to figure out what his moves might be?
get inside his head. Yes,
Go ahead and roll insight.
he is a bit of an investigator type.
Fiffle is not in his right mind and is not making Fiffle moves.
Damn. That is true, however. I got nothing.
Booyah. Okay. Don't mind me.
So,
Well,
Fiffle, do
He
you want to
wants
go
to
get those
hide
special
when I was
arrows
like
that you
to
were
find him.
that you were wanting? You need to come out.
not wrong.
You know the magical arrows. We can pick them up on the way out. How about that? Could that work? I'm guessing in this case I'm trying attempted fake bribery.
Fiffle doesn't seem like he wants to come out.
Let's go.
All right.
He'll follow us. Actually, really, he's not in his right mind. He might not follow us.
All right,
Honestly.
Fiffle. You have fun in your retirement home. We'll catch you sometime in the next few years. Later. We'll
Okay.
just leave. We'll just go to the alchemy guild or whatever.
Yeah, let's
alchemy
do it.
place.
We're not leaving town. We're just,
So, well, you've been to the Alchemy Guild before. So you once again arrive at this massive building. It's 4 stories tall, several, like, 2 wings sticking out, big courtyard right in the front. A bunch of people milling in and out of the building. Collection of what you believe to be alchemists with wearing various, like, clothing to protect them, as well as people who are here just to do business.
Cool.
So, at the main entrance, as you enter into the courtyard, what do you do?
You needed to get these appraised, right?
You got the
Yeah, let's
parts.
ask around for an appraiser.
Yeah. Let's go find you an appraiser. See the value of these pieces.
Okay.
It's anybody of interest we can ask.
At the front is somebody who's there's like there's like reception, but there's like a couple different people, and there's like various people coming in to do business who are talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to queue up.
Is there any line that looks shorter than the other?
Yeah, one line only has like 4 people in it.
Okay. We
Kinda
should all
look-
take. We should all go in one line.
I kind of look to Otto and I say, "This is going to take a while. What if you go to Starfell? I give you the list of this, so you can go appraise it there, and we get it here, and we see who wants more."
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
yeah. I'll go with a list of.
And I'm happy to wait in line. You know, like I feel like Patton Oswalt sometimes. Social contract, motherfucker.
Do you know the number 1 rule of D&D? Do not split the party.
Oh, in
never
town,
done
really?
that. Unless you do shit to send you to jail.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'll go to Starfell with the list.
Okay. All right. So at the Alchemist Guild, though, you would see. Well, who's going where? So it's Otto going to Starwell, Graham staying in line. Who else is going? Like, who else is staying and who is going?
Maybe you should take either Chungus or Matt with you, Otto.
Yeah, I'll go wherever.
Or so maybe
Chungus
take
is
Chungus.
Happy to accompany.
Okay, Otto and Chungus with. You know, we haven't really been like factoring in Kaito.
I know.
Kaito, yeah, Kaito, yeah.
I guess he's probably still sleeping off his hangover at the
Yeah, he's
at the
on a
bar.
brief sabbatical, yeah.
Yeah.
He's living his best life.
So,
I don't even know if he's got anything to like. Let's see.
Otto and Chungus going to the Starwell, and Lucian and Graham staying at the Alchemist Guild. Okay, so Lucian and Graham, you would see arguing with one of the people at the front. It would be a half orc with a couple of companions, a human and a dwarf, and they would just be arguing, and you would overhear them mentioning like sulfur once in a while. But that's kind of what you can make out just from a casual observation.
Reckon that's something about the mines.
Or the Countess Alora Presla, wasn't she like messing with people in the
Something
supply flow?
You had gotten a little bit of information, but most of it came from a drunk goblin, so.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a
I'll
thing
believe
to
him.
call Chungus's wife.
Yes, Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson. That guy Chungus slept with. Also his
So, you. Do you continue to wait in line?
Can we
I'm good to
try to listen in on the conversation a little closer?
Yeah. Make a perception check to see if you can just overhear them.
I'll do that as well.
Okay. Lucian, you hear a little bit, but Graham really hears like the conversation pretty clearly, being able to just kind of like tune out the other noise. And you overhear them just mentioning that the sulfur mines are not producing enough, and they've gone petition the Countess for additional assistance in looking for the lost miners, but they haven't heard anything from her or her like people, and that they are not capable of producing enough sulfur to meet their requirements until they sort it out. But the guy at the Alchemist Guild is like, that's not my problem. We have a deal. You're gonna have to figure it out.
Damn.
Graham is gonna kind of suggest keep the place in line and just kind of drift over toward them. Pardon me.
Yeah, what do you want?
Couldn't help but overhear you. My name's Graham. We're with the Crossed Blades.
Never heard of you.
Well, you're about to, because I reckon we could be the ones to solve your problem for you. Missing miners?
That gets his attention. Who he was basically giving you like kind of the cold shoulder and just, yeah? What are you, mercenaries?
Something like that. We're out of Voxfell, looking to get back home, find ourselves a little light on travel expenses.
Uh-huh.
So, your problem is our solution, and vice versa.
That's
Let's go outside real quick.
Well said, sir.
Kind of nods. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll stay in line.
Okay. They head outside into the courtyard. Like, we represent the mining union. So we're up in the hills to the northwest. We mine iron. We mine coal. We get sulfur. We mine anything we find there. We ship it to Talva. Countess has been attempting to diversify the economy, as she put it. But what it means is we ain't getting the support we used to get. We got miners going missing all of a sudden, past couple weeks. Just one or two here or there. But now it's maybe 4 a week.
Yeah.
And we ain't had guards going in. Like, they go in, take a look, don't really investigate. They never go into the deeper mines and tell us they're gone. So right now, we ain't mining, but we gotta to keep up our business contracts. So, tell you what, we hire you, you go in, you find the lost miners, or at least find out what's been happening to them and stop it. I'll give you some money. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me. Now, you got any information on the kind of things that you found down there in those deeper tunnels?
Well, not much. You find some dropped equipment, pickaxes, hammers, things like that.
I'm
Maybe
talking creatures, what might be dragging men below.
not. Ain't no creature I can tell. I haven't seen it. I just know that you occasionally find some dropped equipment, maybe a splatter of blood here or there, but beyond that, nothing.
Any old hands? Anybody who's been in town or working the mine since they were a boy?
Plenty of people, but let's be honest. Things we care about the most: cave-ins, explosions, things like that.
How about
We
local lore or custom folk stuff?
You always have tales of the boogeyman kind of thing grabbing you, but just things you scare the newbies with. Anyone who's been doing this a while knows that you're more likely to get crushed by a cave-in than you are to get grabbed by something in the dark.
Yeah. Well, I reckon if these are seasoned miners going missing, well, you'll pardon the suspicion, but in my line of work, tends to be one more than the other. Hopefully it's neither, but we can get to the bottom of that for you.
Well, you go in, you take a look, you tell me what's causing it, deal with it if you can, and we'll pay you. I'll tell you what. You find them, I'll give you 200. You take care of what's dealing with it, I'll give you 300.
Yeah, all right. I think, given the emergency nature of the problem, we can hash out any particulars later. That sounds more than generous to me.
Okay, that's my deal. So, we're going to be heading back to the mines, taking the old forest trails tomorrow. So, you just take care of anything you need to in town today. You come back, meet us tomorrow morning. We'll take you there. It's going to be about a day's travel. But after that, we'll be at the mines. You go deal with it. Got it?
All right.
Okay.
Now, if you could do me any kindness at all, or that sounds ruder than I'm trying to be, but whatever, you know what I mean. If you could do me a kindness, and if you do happen to have anybody in your cohort who can think of anything they might want to let us know about, get that together for us and give it to us to read over before we head in.
They're all by the mines in the camp there. So you can talk to them when you get there.
All right, see you then.
No, just meet me at the West Gate when we leave tomorrow, 6 a.m. You got it?
Yeah.
Just First sun. Okay. They turn and head out. Cutting over to Otto and Chungus arriving at the Starwell. So this is a large. It looks like it was a big tower. It is a big tower, but it also looks like it's partially built into and carved from a short mountain peak. It spirals up, and you can see, looking up, just the faint glow, this deep blue glow from the top. You see the area below is many different people wearing robes, carrying staves. Younger, older. The younger people tend not to be like in the more like traditional long robe with the peaked cap. Older people tend to be wearing that. Looks maybe a little more traditional. But from what you can tell, this looks to be the Starwell. The actual building on the ground is this long, flat. Looks to be from what you are, it's one story, but you can see it goes up an additional story. But it's built into the base of this like tower. And the surrounding area looks like different streets running throughout, but you do see like numerous different shops around, or maybe things that are attached to the Starwell, just being part of the same institute. It looks to be kind of a college campus.
Is there any like signs pointing us to what we're looking for in terms of getting this identified?
There would just be like a big main entrance, but you don't see any signs pointing to what you can think would be what you're looking for.
No case. Any receptionist, guide, person pointing people in directions for like, I don't know, new students.
As you enter in through the main entrance, you would just be in this large grand hall. There would be like marble pillars that are just lining the room itself. The floor is all marble tile with a pattern put in to show basically like a circle with a blue interior, and it would be purple lines radiating out from it to form a kind of interesting little pattern. But you don't see any like receptionists or anything. You just see a bunch of like, you don't know, teachers, students, maybe staff milling about.
I guess I'll grab somebody and ask them if they know where I can go to get some things for alchemy, like animal parts, whatever.
Okay.
The stuff that Lucia needs.
Yeah, you grab an older guy who's just holding like an armful of books. Yeah, can I help you? There you are.
Yeah, I'll ask him like he knows where I can get stuff for alchemy purposes looked at.
Alchemy down that way. He just kind of like points his head down this one hallway.
Thanks, mister.
Yeah. He just kind of like turns and leaves.
This Chungus burp.
Yes.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
You told such a great story today. Yeah, so we'll head down that.
Okay, heading down the hallway, you do find there's like some small like these rooms that don't look terribly big, but you do notice this like weird scent coming down from there. It kind of sounds like a burnt ozone almost.
By doing mixtures and stuff.
And as you approach, you do see that there's like a one larger room. And it's just full of like different like vials and just like things like jars full of bizarre like chemicals. You're not sure what they are. You do see somebody inside the lab there who are slowly adding just a few drops to this one beaker. To you, it just looks like he's adding like a clear liquid into another clear liquid, but he's laser focused on it.
Roll a Vuvuzela check.
Like part of me wants to interrupt them and just like cause chaos, but I'll give him a second till he's done.
I say I can make this easy. I can go interrupt him right now. Very
I know you could.
honestly.
I hold back Chungus. It's like, let's give him a second. If not, then we can cause
Okay,
some
I'll
trouble.
go talk to him. He looks like a nice man.
As,
He has a gentle face.
the drops go in, and he holds his breath for a moment, and it just kind of simmers and clears out. And she's like, whew, puts like a rubber cap onto it, and then places it gently on a shelf. At which point
Mister, it smells weird in here.
Yeah. That looked pretty intense there, friend.
Yeah, it's just experimenting with magically active black powder. So I'm just doing an initial setup.
Interesting. I do have a question for you if you have a moment.
Yeah, I could use a quick break. Yeah, what's up?
A friend of mine is trying to get these alchemical things, these body parts from some animals and the like from our adventures looked into. He's over. Where were we? I can't remember where you guys were at. The alchemy place. They're at the alchemy place now, but he wanted you guys to take a look to see if possibly any of these are of value, and I'll just like show him the list.
I wish it'd be good to see the actual things in question, but I'll take a look. Not bad, not bad. I could maybe make some use of it. 5 gold. How's that sound?
5 gold.
Fight for that
Let
shit.
me see what I'll bring him your
Doesn't
offer.
sound like very much, mister. And I don't know much about numbers.
Look at Chungus and then look back at this guy and incite him real quick and like.
You're inciting this guy?
Yeah, real quick. Just
Okay.
like I look at him, look at Chungus, like, and then look back at this guy, like.
Yeah. Make an insight
Sorry.
check.
Yeah, let's see. Where's insight?
You're not really able to get a good read on him.
Yeah.
Because of another natural one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a great day today, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, I will bring him.
I would be distracted by Chungus too.
Yeah.
In my mind, Chungus is like going to like drink some of the stuff on the shelf
No.
while they're trying to have like a conversation.
I will bring him your offer. I'll
Okay.
see what he wants to do. It's his magical stuff. So we'll see.
Well-
Can I have your name?
Yeah. That's Johann
Johann. Oh, we have a Johann.
Kessler.
Kessler offered 5 gold and. Okay. Offered 5 gold. Lucian is not amused. This is from.
Tarfo sounds so familiar. Is this not where one of the other people that we've spoke to at Kosa was from?
They might have been. They'd mentioned like the Starwell a bunch, but
That name is familiar.
It like the Johann does. I can't remember the Kessler part though.
I think that's actually a real scientist.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of anything else.
I'd have to double check, but yeah.
Let me see. I can't think of anything else like we would need from the Starwell right now.
I ever get some money to rub together, I do have augury as a spell now, but
But yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
What is that?
it is that. But I need to
Yeah, you
get. Basically, I need to find some sort of token that I expend 25 GP worth of value to get. So I'm looking for some sort of token of the dead. I might try to quote unquote make it myself if I'm allowed to.
you can make it, but you would need to buy like the actual like 25 GP worth of items
Materials,
to make
yeah.
it. Yep.
That's what I'm looking toward.
So I'll thank this guy. I'll ask him if he needs like we're adventuring. We kind of like got lost and you're not lost, but we kind of like had some work take us this way, and we're headed back. Does he have any like things we could ever look out for him? For a modest, like acquisitions fee type of thing.
Yeah, we always have to.
Crossblades, anything of like specific. Might
If you can
run
get
into in our like adventures.
bottled dragon
travels.
fire is always useful to me. Uh, Various bloods from poisonous creatures. Uh,
You have a quick reference on poisonous creatures? of the
I would look out for very like specialized trolls. Anything that can poison you, I imagine, would be useful.
Yeah.
I didn't
Bob.
add this before, but I think I have lost blood too in a vial.
Lost blood. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Poisonous creatures, huh? Like
Yeah,
lost
things
blood?
like that. If really look out for creatures that are magical. They can either do magic, or they have some magical effect about them. And just extract whatever you can get from it. Fat, bones, skin, blood, anything you can think of. But that's about it.
I feel like Graveyard Keeper. Yep, get his skin.
I was about to say.
Get his skin and his blood. Don't forget the heart.
I want his skin.
Heart's also good, but yeah, so just
Alright,
good place to start.
yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
Wait, I'm not there.
Thanks, mister.
I was
You've
just
been
thinking
a
like
real
Lucian.
big help.
Lucian likes to collect like parts. This might be like a good way for him to like keep his cash flow in for his summons and all that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
at 5 GP.
5 GP for everything you have. So we'll see. We'll see what they offer you too, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can always play the two
Good luck,
sides against
buddy.
each other.
It's your time to shine.
Yeah, heading back to Lucian and Graham. Takes about 15 minutes, but they finally get to the front desk. So it's a person there is just taking the orders. Just yes, do you have any business with the Alchemist Guild?
Yes, hello. I am a mercenary adventurer for the Crossblades Guild in Vaxfall.
Mhm.
And we've come across several intriguing components that I would like to get appraised and see if you have any interest in buying.
Yeah, we'll take a look. Can I see them now?
Yes, yes. I kind of start to pull them out of the bag and put them on the desk or whatever's in front of me.
Takes a look at the lost like talon and the blood. Picks the blood. Blood's coagulated, but maybe something we can do with it. Claws in good shape. Did you show like the harpy talons and the rest of it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. The whole thing. Looks at it. I can give you 8 gold for it, maybe.
These components are very
Oh,
valuable.
this
it
is
sounds
from
like.
another dimension. This is from another plane of existence. This is not easy to get to.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I give him advantage by kind of chiming in as and when?
Yeah, like how would Graham lean into this?
Basically, just express like reinforcing the stuff that kind of sticks in your mind when telling a story, like about the Lost and what it was like seeing them fighting on twisted streets. Just kind of emphasize the weird, otherworldly. This is actually an interplanar item thing.
Okay, go ahead and
bear hug Chungus and try to kill him with psychic powers.
go ahead and yeah, Lucian, roll with persuasion with advantage.
Good luck, buddy. Sergio, don't block the screen. I'm trying to look.
Okay.
Not horrible.
Better than
Do
nothing.
one more luck point.
You could if you'd like.
What?
You get it back on a long rest, right?
Yeah, get him back on a long rest. We're gonna rest before we go on this mining mission, right?
I hope so.
That is
My last
true.
chance, though.
I did say 6 a.m. tomorrow, right?
Yep, he basically said first light.
Perfect.
Okay, wow. Well, Shadowfell, we either have to summon him from or go to. It's a little old, but I'll tell you what. I'll give you, how's 20 gold sound?
Nice.
That is what we can get. I think that is much more fair. I would be happy with this transaction.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so he
Well done.
takes all your items, all the various things you've collected throughout the few I guess it's only been like a couple of weeks for you guys, but and then he just puts 20 gold on the counter and slides it over to Lucian.
Thank you, thank you. Just while I have you, you heard some rumors about some troubles with the mines and the countess. Anything you can tell us from that? How's everything in town with your supplies? I hear your supplies are not doing great.
It's not one to gossip about alchemist business.
I see.
But
thank you.
Yep, miners.
Kind of Graham chimes in. How about somebody with a professional interest?
If you're thinking, well, I did hear you go talk to those miners, so yeah, we have ordered several cartloads of sulfur, and they have not met their last shipment requirement. So we are in talks to either have them meet, or we'll have to cancel our contract with them.
How much are they delinquent on?
Just this one. That's why we're not canceling it immediately. We're going to give them a little bit of time to catch up.
What's the tonnage? Is it something a couple hands could bring out, or is it more like a couple wagons?
It's about 7 cartloads per week.
7 a week. Understood. Well, tell you what, based on what we find down there, if we can reopen those supply lines, might you be willing to waive any penalties they might have incurred?
If they open it up due to accidents at the mine, then there won't be a penalty. But we can't miss the next shipment, so we have our own contracts we need to fulfill.
And we could use some information and equipment on our way down there, and given we blew into town short on cash, we don't have a lot to go around.
I'd recommend maybe a bank.
That's a dick.
Sorry, we're the this is an alchemist guild. We sell alchemical components.
Fair enough.
We're
Have a
not
nice
going
day
in-
now.
We are not going into life depth, guys.
Don't worry, I'll have to go use the bathroom right before the next time we interact with him.
We'd like to take out a 50,000 gold loan at 97% interest weekly.
Meanwhile, in 2008,
What's
Card
that, tar?
whoever's
What's
like,
that
"You did
barrel
what?"
of tar you have behind you? Don't mind that.
So you guys are done, and so we meet up again.
Yeah, I imagine you would place
Yeah.
somewhere where you would meet up.
Yeah.
And I sold the stuff before talking to him, though.
Yeah, it's don't even worry about it. This guy wasn't. You got a better deal. This guy only wanted to offer 5, but he is looking for this stuff, and I'll show Lucian.
Well, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. I just wanted to get rid of it. It was starting to stink a bit.
Yeah, it's a good deal. This guy wanted 5.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. That's perfect.
Yeah, this guy wanted 5, but he is looking for poisonous blood from various magical creatures. And you know, fat skin,
Graham,
fire, dragon,
what we
fire in a
have.
bottle.
so interesting. I found us some work. We're going into the sulfur mines. Not to mine sulfur, I hope.
Do we need short stuff to show up, or we're gonna leave him screaming over there?
Oh, I reckon he'll turn up. I'll go by and give him the word as needed. But
I like how his name's now short stuff.
I reckon right now we can either see what kind of money we got if we want to buy supplies, or we could just go see if our return spell came through that message.
What kind of supplies
Oh,
would be
true.
for mining that we can grab here? Because personally, I'm expecting a fight. The miners just don't disappear like that, especially veteran miners.
Teleported miners.
I can hear you guys, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't expect actual working miners to just up and disappear like that. There's just no way.
Yeah, I reckon something's afoot.
If it was a cave in or an earthquake, that would be public knowledge.
I reckon there's some bullshit.
So how many torches do we have?
Well, if we could friggin' get the
I
money
can
to get
see in the dark.
a
How
fucking
much,
ever-burning torch.
I'm just trying to see. Let me see. Kaido had a bunch of torches, right? Sorry, buddy. Torches are gonna go where? Those are Patan.
It's for mountain climbing.
Okay. He's got 13 torches.
Okay.
Looks like. So how long are we talking? Like ETA? Like I'm assuming the characters in game would know how long this would last. The torch.
Less than, I believe, 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yep.
I'm assuming they have like most of the way lit, so we would use the torches once we get to the deep mines where maybe they're like starting to disappear.
It's lit, fam.
All right.
You know, the baton would have been really useful for when you were climbing and descending the mountain.
You don't say.
Yeah. I also didn't know what the hell that was.
Fair enough. All right. Well,
But we got to use magic and do floaties on the way down. Whee! Yeah. Okay, so I guess anything we need. I guess pick up.
I wouldn't mind getting.
See your message if got a message.
Yeah,
back?
we can check the message, and I wouldn't mind being able to get this stuff to cast augury.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we got enough time. What time is it now, Ian?
You got a pretty early start, so it's about noon right now.
cool.
All right, so we should be
It's
able
just
to.
25 GP of material, and I've got 5 GP on me right now.
I can
How
spot
much
you
does
20
Chungus
if you
have
need.
left? Yeah, I was gonna say Chungus will give you his too. 'Cause he didn't give a fuck.
We can dump in 10 or
9.
something.
I cooked what half an
9?
hour last night?
I forgot. How much did we use last night? I don't even remember. I think it was like 40.
40 for the priority message.
20.
And then I believe you split it up half from Chungus, half from Graham. Or, I'm sorry, half from Otto.
Yeah, so
I
I
was
have
about to say,
70.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
did.
so I have 9 left that you could take.
Yeah, I mean, you can have the 20 also from that thing that we just sold, whatever.
I should have 70 left. Why does it say 20?
You good
wait, that's
investment.
just- Oh, I'm on Kaido's. Oops. Kaido has 20 also.
Okay.
Okay, so if you guys want to yeet me the money, I can
Yeah, go for it.
do that. And if we could get another 50 between everybody, I could make us a permanent friggin' torch.
Ooh.
Let me just drop the spell description so you understand the concept of love.
Continue the flame.
So
Oh, yeah.
this-
It literally lasts until dispelled.
How big
Awesome.
is
can be
this
covered.
radius?
It's just like a normal torch. It's just like it's
Is
like
this
finding
one?
a different color torch in Terraria.
Ah, so you basically you get an object you can touch. I guess it could be anything.
Yep.
That's cool.
And it's from an object that you touch, so I could choose exactly how it manifests. That's cool.
So you
Yeah,
can
I
say
guess-
Like your shield now, don't you have a shield?
So this pickaxe will become a torch now. Pretty much.
You know what I could do? I can make the candle on top of my hat a literal candle on top of my hat,
Hell yeah,
torch.
do that.
and then
Let's
I
go.
can install like a grill over the top, so I can shutter it when we need to go into the dark.
Could you intensify it?
I'm turning it into a Final Fantasy design. I like it.
Yeah.
Flame equivalent to a brightness. You actually might be able to with prestidigitation. No, I'm actually I'm a little curious because it does say it's a flame. It just says it doesn't produce heat or use oxygen. So with prestidigitation, no, you might not be able to make it. It might be another one that you use, but okay. But yeah, so if you're able to get 50, you could do that.
Can we do it?
Uh,
Here, we've
I
got
think
5.
I have 70 left, so
70.
from the split, yeah.
Okay.
So we could do it. I don't care. I'm gonna end up getting magical vision at some point when I'm level 3.
All right.
I think it's
So
level 2.
if you give me all your 70, that gives me exactly enough to get my fancy ass dicey things, or similar conveyance to the dead material thing, and I can cast a continual flame on my candle. And then I can
your candle. Oh yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, so now I'm just
Okay.
Yeah, magic hat.
Go for it.
Okay. So
Magic.
Graham has in his
I'll
possession.
give my 9 too, so you can keep a couple.
Yeah,
'cause
I'll give my
I would-
20 too. Just
that would be
benefits
broke.
Yeah, you can take a 20 and a 9.
Okay. I'll take the 9 off of Chungus, and that leaves me 9.
Okay.
Communism.
So you have in your possession enough money for. You would need to get the ruby dust, and you would need to get the special tokens, or like either gem inlaid or dragon bone or things like that.
Basically, I wanted to make them with the components to make them, so I can make something unique.
Okay.
For the spells purpose.
So you just need to like get a shop where you could get like those specific items.
Yeah, let's circle back around and check those shops quickly.
Okay.
We're in the right town for it.
In the magic area, you do see like a shop that says like fortune telling, magical divination supplies, and it's just called the Future Known.
That'll do.
Future gnome.
The Future Known.
Gnome.
Yes.
Flowers for Alderaan.
Inside, the shop has this kind of like thick, smoke, like kind of incensey scent to it. And there, you see a lot of like as you enter in, there's like crystals. You see somebody like a magic ball in the back. The proprietor, she looks like long gray hair that's kind of like fuzzed out and sticking out. She has thick glasses on. She's wearing like a lot of beaded necklaces, like a lot of beaded necklaces. Her clothing is like bright and like colorful and just kind of like clashes. And she's a customer. Come on to the Future Known.
Afternoon.
How can the spirits guide you to your destiny today? Are you here for a palm reading?
No,
Yes.
actually, I was.
Oh.
Go. You know what? Go ahead, Chungus.
Yes, I'd like to get my palm read, miss. That's why I came here. I don't know what these fellas are here for.
For just 5 silver, I can tell you your future by reading your palm.
I will spend one of Chungus's gold, breaking it to make 5 silver, so he can get his palm read.
Okay. She takes your hand, Chungus, and she just kind of like looks through, and she just like looks at the lines. It's like, let's see, strong line there. Yes, you're going to find great adventure in your travels.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Can I roll some kind of insight on whether this lady is bullshit or not?
Yeah, go ahead, roll insight.
Me too. Do it at an advantage.
You're not sure.
I was about to ask. If
I was
could roll an
gonna.
advantage, but this is really
I'm
big.
inciting too, so you can roll an advantage.
Otto, you could. Well, Otto would roll for insight in this one.
Okay.
I always hate it when you flub the stuff you're supposed to be great at.
She's you're not also 100% sure. You think maybe she thinks she's telling the truth.
That's all
But-
that matters. She doesn't think she's lying. It's like the airbender.
But as she continues to read Chungus's palm, she shows like, "Oh, you're going to live to a ripe old age." Like
32?
Well, I would hope longer than that. She keeps reading. It's like, your family is going to grow up strong from your taking from you your strong constitution. And she just tells you like a future where you're just gonna like be really rich and famous and popular, and you're
Wow.
gonna live a long time.
Amazingness. That sounds great. I love you.
Based off of the events of the last day, can I ask? Do we know what his wife looks like?
Oh well, the palm doesn't tell that. I'm sure she'll be lovely.
She's gonna be a beauty.
For a little bit more gold, I can look into my crystal ball.
Is that worth a religion check?
Yeah, you could roll religion
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we don't need it.
or arcane.
I'll do the arcane.
Good luck. Jesus.
And
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Was there carbon monoxide in our in room?
Can I please do the mat request where you clear out the log?
But she just tells you, yes, I can see your future in my crystal ball for only 2 gold pieces.
Before we do that, I was wondering if you had any spell components for the magic of predicting the future and whatnot.
Ah, I do, yes. She goes and gets some crystals, various sizes, shapes, colors, and she lays it all in front of you. Like, I've already cleared these with sage. But as you can see, they have, and she like picks up like this little green bit, and she's like, ooh, sapphire. And she like shows you all the money. She's like, how much are you looking for exactly?
Well, I was looking for, what is it, 50 of rubies?
50 worth of ruby dust. Yep.
I was looking for ruby dust.
Ah, dust. Yes. She gets out like a little pouch, and it's like a little leather pouch, and she's like, and here, 50 gold worth of ruby dust. If you lay it on the table, and then you let the wind blow it, it will tell you what your future holds for you.
Tell you what. Here's the money. Like, I'll put the money in, but I'll keep my hand by it.
Okay.
And let me just... If this is proper ruby dust, this will work just a treat. If not, well, you'll get it back.
Okay.
And I will try to cast the spell using these materials.
Okay. So, over the course of 4 seconds, give or take, you cast, and the candle on your head lights up as bright as a torch. And the bag itself is, looking inside, it's empty.
Well, all right. Here you go. Thank you very kindly.
Ah, thank you. And do you need anything else from the future known?
If Biffle was here, he would steal the money back for you.
yes.
Let me double check the other thingamabob. Augury, that's the one.
How much cash did you need from me?
Oh, wait, no.
How do
Augury
we
was
split that?
for... The ruby dust was for fucking...
The torch, yeah, the continual flame.
The endless
What
torch.
the fuck? Am I looking at the wrong thing? Or are they
You
both-
need 25 GP worth of like gems or dragon bone, something you could use to make your tokens.
Okay. There it is. Okay, I was looking at a dumb pre-fill that isn't actually there. It was just an example under components that made me think I was looking at the wrong thing.
Ah, okay.
Okay, well now I can move the right thing to the right area to get rid of that.
Hooray!
Looking for spiritually attuned items I could use to throw the bones with the spirits, as it were.
Oh, well, we have these various gems here. We have bones from a owl that can see the future. Up until he got shot. We have numerous different old living wood.
Old living wood. Can I roll insight or religion on each of the items to see if they have a spiritual trace?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which would you prefer?
I would just do a flat one, and then we'll just tell you as you go through.
What do you mean a flat one?
Just roll through religion.
Oh, religion. Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I was.
Hooray!
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like what to roll for each, like which item at a time. So
No, I
yeah.
meant religion or insight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, religion. You do see that these are all like do have some kind of spiritual activity. The gems have something they could use to like be used with like the augury skill. The bones do appear to have like a various like religious, yes, like a spiritual connection to that your god could use. And the old living wood definitely very similar to the actual house you'd been in just a few days prior.
I'll take the bones.
Okay. The bones, as she said, is from an owl, but you can definitely tell it's not. It's from some sort of avian creature, but not an owl.
I like that. It's probably a bat.
So everything she sells is legit. She just doesn't know in what way.
Kinda.
Awesome.
She probably thinks it's all a hoax too. But
She's like, I totally suckered those guys. That would be the. I'm using that concept next time I have a character like that. Think they're ripping you off or not.
But she offers to sell you the bones for 25 gold.
I will accept them for 25 gold.
Okay.
Hooray! And now I can update my inventory with that.
Okay. So it's not going to be much, but you would just have to like fashion them into your like the tokens you want to use for the augury skill.
I can do that over the long rest, probably.
Yep.
Did I end up giving you any gold for that?
I took all mine and did we do all 70 of Otto's? And then
I think we left Otto with
afterward, I think. And then I took Chungus's money and somebody else gave Otto some.
I think I'm like at 10 now.
So you gave Otto 10, I think.
I gave Otto 10. Okay.
I
so
think that should
down
balance
to 10.
everybody out, to my understanding.
Yeah.
It's like trying to buy lunch and then have everyone pay you back.
God, it's the worst, right? All right, so now I have throwing bones, and I have the ever-burning candle.
Yep.
Awesome.
Neat.
So we have light and potentially a nice guide. But it's just for like a half hour before a major decision, right? Is that what that was?
I can double check augury just to verify. Cast.
I think that
Yep.
Consume it? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you receive an omen from the netherworld entity about the results of a specific course of action you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. And it'll either be good. Okay, so yeah. It's like if I stick my hand into this fire pit, what are the results going to be?
I guess in the next 30 minutes is so you have to spend a spell slot. You can't, like, night before it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can ritual it if you have the ritual tag. Or as a ritual tag, you would need, like, the ability to do a ritual.
I do. I has ritual ability.
Oh, cool.
Clerics get it by default.
Ah, I can never. I know wizards do, but I can never remember who else
I'm
gets
pretty
it.
sure I do. Let me double check that. Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All right,
And
well,
then,
short of us magically finding our way into heavy armor, I'm good to go.
actually, wait. What's the casting time in augury?
On augury is. Oh, you're right. That's in the wrong field.
It's 1 minute, so I think it takes like 11 minutes when you cast it with the
As a
ritual. Yep.
When you cast it as a ritual, do you cast it for free?
It does not use the spell slot.
Right. Duh. I don't know why I keep getting hung up on that.
Is that?
I got brain problems.
That's the reason it takes like 10 minutes, is so you don't like cast like a cool spell in the middle of combat.
What's that called? That's different from the wizard thing?
Wizards also get the ability to cast as a ritual. I believe they cast it. They get the ability to use rituals by default. And then I guess clerics do, and then there's
Clerics do, and then other classes usually have to option into it.
yeah, you got to use a feat to get the that ability.
That was fun. Apparently, my charger like got unplugged from the wall. I'm like, what happened?
Yep. Yeah, ritual casting.
Where does it say that? Because the ritual casting I see here is in regards to my spell book, meaning I don't have to have it prepared, but if it's a ritual, I can do it anyway.
Yeah, you can cast a wizard spell as a ritual if that spell has the ritual tag and you have the spell in your spell book. You don't need to have the spell prepared. And then there's like, and then there's ritual rules like later in the book.
Okay, cool. I gotta look into that, I guess.
Well, I won't need to keep it prepared. That's useful.
Yep.
But
Yeah, super useful.
Ian, give me 2 more levels.
Sure. When you earn, you'll get those when you earn them.
play more nerd.
I play as much as I can.
Yeah, hang on. I'll when we long rest, I will unprep augury because I can always ritual cast it. I'll just keep it handy.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. I'm making a new blank to remind myself that I have a spell slot to fill in. God damn it! Why are you doing this?
To
Why
mock
did
you.
Take my
Any
wife.
musical
There we go.
stores around?
Any what?
Like,
There we go.
stores that would have instruments?
You gonna
Yeah.
buy hurdy-gurdy?
Yeah, you have like
Very
like a
good,
place that
Mom.
would sell like you would have seen it also. You would have seen it like sell like violins, cellos, a few
Just
wind
wanna window
instruments.
shop there real quick.
Okay. Yep. You see out in the front, the a violin. You see a flute. You see a drum kit, and you see a hurdy-gurdy.
Sounds great. That's all I needed.
Okay.
What is a hurdy-gurdy, actually? I do need to know what that is.
It is a.
Hurdy-gurdy.
It is what it is. It's like you. It has like a little tiny piano built in, and you also like crank it.
They have this in that pirate game, Sea of Thieves.
Yep. Yeah, it's basically like an 1800s guitar
Cool. I like it.
or keytar. That's what it is.
I instantly summon the hurdy-gurdy and just like play as we walk around.
Okay. The hurdy-gurdy. Well, make a performance check.
Oh yeah, bro. Okay.
Ready to hurdy and or gurdy.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Wait, why are you buying an instrument? I'm just kind of curious.
No, he didn't. He just needed to look at one to conjure one.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not great.
can he conjure like a hurdy-gurdy for like? Can we actually use his conjured instrument?
No.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Let me
Some people
try.
break it. It's got like 1 HP or something.
Let me try.
Just can't be too heavy-handed.
Here, let me try the
You,
hurdy-gurdy.
good night.
Here you go, Otto.
Yeah.
Otto's even worse with it.
Yeah.
Otto's
Might
just
need
like
some practice. It's like Chungus try.
Otto doesn't quite like get how to like turn it like
opposite.
smoothly. It like is kind of jerking as he like.
Watch Chungus like perfectly execute.
Oh yeah, no, Chungus somehow has an excellent performance.
Good.
I'll try it. I love to play the guitar. I used to do that back in the day to ease my sorrow.
Okay. Yeah, Chungus is great. Chungus is like just he knows the song. It's all in tune. He's able to just like belt out this great like little song on the hurdy-gurdy. Nothing nothing
Otto's
super
gonna
fancy.
applaud.
Thanks, Otto.
I guess we just give back the instrument to jockeys.
Yep.
I just
we're
like
done.
once we're done, I snap it away.
Okay. The hurdy-gurdy turns to air in Chungus' hands.
Oh.
That's enough.
It's
That's
like
enough.
the minutes of my life gone by.
Dust in the wind.
Okay. It's about 1 p.m. now.
Did we want to check on the return message? Was it time
Yeah.
or?
Unless we can find a way to get a shitload of money to get heavy armor before we go in. Yeah, I think we're probably about done buying shit. I sure am.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Nah.
Obviously.
I don't really have anything yet.
So heading back to the message, the clerk there sees you. It's like, oh, yep, come in. Your message has arrived. And she goes to like the little honeycomb of the messages behind her, and she just looks through the various lists. She's like, and she pulls out one, smooths it out, and hands it over to you.
Well, thank you.
And inside it just says, Good to hear. Alive. Waiting for your return. Everything at the guild is fine. Carter Webb.
Swell.
Good to hear.
Doesn't use the full 25, but
Get us money.
Why use many word when few will do trick or whatever.
that is the secret to the sending spell.
Few word do trick. That's the one.
That is the that's how you maximize your sending spell. All right. So you have your message from Carter.
Yes. Good. All right. I guess I'm good to go to start checking out the mine tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it.
6 a.m., which means we show up for 6 a.m.
Yes.
Sucks to be us. Let's go.
Yeah, let's tuck in.
Okay. So, I mean, it's only like 2 p.m. now, but you decide that you're just going to head back to the bar.
Oh, let's have a couple of
We can
drinks
find that
real quick.
armor, but I'm not holding my braille.
You go hang out with
we're
Rebecca.
We're gonna
at the bar.
relax a little bit.
Okay. You enter into the bar. Bar, you know, it's a little early in the day, but you definitely see a few people there. Rebecca sees Lucian come in. And she's like, oh, those crepes were amazing.
A tiger and like,
Terrible.
I gotta go.
Wait, what race is Rebecca?
She's a tiefling.
Tiefling. Rebecca, we hello, my dear. I'm so glad you enjoyed the crepes. We ran into some people at the Alchemy Guild, and they told us a story about the mines. And last night, our friend was telling us that people were disappearing as well, and we may take a trip in there in the morning. Do you know anything that might help us? Any rumors you've heard in the bar, or any information that might bring your lover back to you post-haste tomorrow?
Oh,
Lava.
I've never heard of I don't know, the miners complain about, you know, bosses. I heard of them disappearing, but I always thought it was like due to like cave-ins or getting lost in some of the other way, like lower tunnels. Maybe just have a really long rope to guide you back.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
She just said, "Stay safe."
Bring him back to you.
She's like, "I could get a little bell for you, so we always know where you are."
Bring a canary with us.
Turns out you betted like a secret like level 20 wizard.
Commendable effort, Satan. I will honor you with 10% of my power level.
But yeah. So should we drink at the bar, or you guys want to just fast forward? What are you guys thinking?
Either or. I'm kind of...
Let's fast forward a bit.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, goes into the evening. You spend a couple hours drinking. You go to bed. Graham, as you're drifting off to sleep, you just hear, "Ah!"
He's back. Good.
Hey, buddy.
Very comforting.
He's like staring at you.
At the foot of your bed with his penis hanging out.
Ah, Dan.
No, he's like a lot filthier than last time you saw him.
You all right, buddy?
I think I'm finally coming down.
You all right?
No.
No.
What was the in arrangements here? I don't even remember.
It was 5 silver per room, and you had
Okay.
gotten 3 rooms. So you got to spend another 15.
Ah. All right.
15 silver, not gold.
Yeah. I'll pay for it. So there we go. I got
Can I
7.
try to bunk up with Rebecca again?
Yeah, sure. Make another Constitution save, please.
Oh.
Or Constitution.
And
roll.
are you gonna like covertly see if you can get some buffs before you go in?
I'm just.
You
I just
do-
want a reason to like say something funny.
Preemptively, I'm gonna use my last luck point if this doesn't work out well enough. Feeling lucky. Constitution, he says, huh?
Constitution. Yep.
Oh, that's luck.
Lucky you.
Oh.
It just uses the first
It's-
one, but still.
It's been a while. Lucian, you did it last night, but he's just still trying to like. He hasn't,
Got a
It's
little
been
more
a- it's-
excited this time.
yeah. It's just like, oh shoot, he's overthinking.
Like the Ogloff comic.
At this point. So 30 seconds in, Rebecca decides she's gonna hit the hay. Fiffle is just like, Graham, I've been up for like 38 hours. At which point he just like falls into the bed. And he's
I'll,
completely out.
Yeah, I'll spend one of the prior day's casts of lesser restoration just on the assumption it's not going to make him any worse.
Fiffle just
Cast like kidney pump.
He's such a loud snorer. Who the hell is blowing those bellows?
at this point, the you hear like, well, you hear Fiffle continue to snore, having kept Graham. Well, Graham's gotten the benefit of the long rest, but not a very pleasant long rest.
I promise you it was a better long rest than last night's was. Thank you for rolling that 3.
Technically, it's the 4. I believe it's the higher one.
Heard things.
Just like, was somebody skinning a cat last night?
Technically, yes.
I heard the cat howl and then like a loud sob.
I don't know what you could be talking about.
Fiffle wakes up. Guys, I had the weirdest dream. Also, weren't we in a forest?
Why don't you grab some breakfast and I'll explain what happened.
I think I'm gonna. I'm starving. I feel like I haven't eaten anything in like 3 days.
Haven't.
We haven't, my buddy.
You've been screaming for 3 days.
He's just like, also, I got a scratch from, like, it looks like a kobold claw. Did we get attacked by kobolds in our sleep?
I don't think so.
Oh. I'll chalk that up to a misadventure.
Is this something that happened yesterday? Or
Maybe.
no, I don't know, like during the session.
Oh, no, not during that time. He
Okay,
just came back far dirtier than he was with, like, a slash from a kobold claw on his side.
I'm just gonna insight him.
Okay.
Real quick, well, not insight, but what would I do for like, to tell like, yeah, this was from him hanging out with a bunch of gnomes.
I'm gonna roll, like, a medicine. Or nature.
Let's see, nature, medicine. Let's go with medicine.
It looks to be, yeah, like a kobold slash. Not terribly deep. But he definitely, yeah, like something happened and a kobold clawed him.
Was it a were rat?
I'll be right back super quick.
Oh god, yeah, seriously. Is he gonna turn into some shit?
On the full moon, he just like
Of course
poof,
he is.
No.
and
No.
he turns into a were hedgehog.
Do we need to get this looked at before we go into the mines?
Fiffle just blows you off. It's fine. I've been.
No, let's just roll with the punches here.
All right, let's do it.
It's about 5 a.m. Heading.
While you're doing that, let me figure out what spell I'm taking in place of augury.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to do some prepared spells too, but I'll have it for whenever.
There we go, second level.
Lucian just kind of like sneaks out of bed. We'll just chalk that one up to nerves.
What was that? Nothing. Person. Huh. Hello. Do I have
Yellow.
access to this one?
What is it?
Locate object. Oh, but well, maybe.
Cleric spell.
I can take it. I can also take something more useful for healing and such. Let's see. Oh, I know what I could grab. Spiritual weapon.
Always a powerful one.
That shit's cool. I'll do that just because it's rad.
It's a very good cleric spell. In fact, it's probably one of the best ones, to be
Oh, you're
honest.
changing your spell weapons or your spells?
Just one of them, because I can cast Augury as a ritual. There's no real reason. I'm
Okay.
probably not going to
Related
be
to
casting a
combat.
minute-long spell in combat, so 1 minute versus 11 minutes doesn't make a huge difference.
Oh, you can cast that as a bonus action, too. That's pretty good.
Yep, hang on. Dang it. Why are
New
you
spell.
There it is. I love you, new spell.
Spell.
Spiritual weapon.
How come it adds like a plus or minus to the damage type that I'm not putting in? Does anybody see that in theirs?
The only thing I can think of is maybe, like, in case you upcast it, maybe? I'd have to double check.
Like, for example, what's that? No, it
I
just
think it's
does the
because it
math
levels,
there. It
levels up
doesn't
as you
look-
do.
It's giving me a -1 on the roll, and this other one is giving me a +3 on the roll, but I don't know where that's coming from.
Well, Shatter is just a, I don't think that's all. Do you actually make like like a ranged spell attack?
Yeah, Shatter's a dope spell. It's AoE, super high damage.
I like that spiritual weapon isn't even a concentration spell.
No, it's bizarrely. You can cast as a bonus action. It lasts for a full minute, not concentration.
Oh, you know why they probably changed it? Because if you get whacked at any time while it exists, you would just have a chance of losing it altogether.
Let's see here. Here we are. Yeah, so with Shatter, it's not even like a ranged spell attack. You just say, I will place Shatter here, and then anything in that area has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Right.
Spiritual weapon.
For spells, do you click the proficient on it too, or that's just for like weapons and stuff?
That's mostly for weapons. It's just, I think the way that the character sheet works is it just uses the same math for a lot of different things, even if they don't necessarily require it. Probably just to make things simpler.
Here we go. So
Nope. It's
that's my new ability.
Okay, create a floating. The last reservation until you cast the spell again. When you cast the spell, you can make a melee. Yep. On a hit, takes force damage. Okay. 1d8 plus your spell cast modifier. You can move it as a bonus action.
I can summon ghosts, bitch.
You can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature. Okay. Can take any form you
Whatever
choose. Yeah, you can just.
The things that Dragon Ball Z was doing for like the little ghosts.
Okay.
Something like
Actually, it's not.
suitably spooky.
That's pretty good, especially because you can attack with your like action and then like.
My bonus action, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Do you just have it like a bedsheet ghost that like punches people?
You know what I could actually do? I could flavor it as one of the other weapons I'm wielding, because I've got the 3 different weapons: the pick, the great sword, or the long sword, and the hammer. And it could be like one of the ones I'm not wielding is being wielded by ghosts around me.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
very cool.
All right. So 5 a.m. You all wake up, head towards the west gate. The people you met the other day, the miners, are there. And so you see like the half orc you were talking to or Graham was talking to previously. Although Lucy and you had seen him like leave, so you do recognize him. But he's like, good. Well, come on, we've got a cart outside. And so you do see like there's a couple of carts with horses. Miners are in a couple of carts, along with barrels full of mining equipment, and it looks like a few sacks of grain. Looks like it's maybe a supply run. One of the carts does have a few empty seats, so you all just pile into some of those empty seats, and you see like the guy at the front with the horse. He just whips the reins, and the horses take off. You end up taking a small road that runs to kind of like farther northwest. Based upon the way it runs, it looks like it actually runs relatively close to the path you had followed to actually get out of the woods to find Talva. So, the path itself, not paved, but so many carts have gone over it that it just has been kind of like worn down enough. Just like a nice dirt trail that just kind of passes directly through the woods. You can do whatever you want during the day, but if you want to, we can just spend the whole day like traveling and then just quickly fast forward to you arriving.
I don't think there's anything. Well, Matt might think of something, but I don't think there's anything that we could really do. We're just kind of shooting the shit and just traveling.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm down.
At the moment, yeah.
So you travel. Does take the better part of a day. A little less time than you had taken to actually travel from the mountains through the woods. It approaches evening when you arrive at the base of the mountain. Sun's only barely up in the sky still. It's just like a set, like a camp. Various miners are out and about. Tents pitched, fires set up. You see them drinking, playing cards. The actual place you'd be would be about here.
Where at?
So you'd be about here.
Okay.
At that like topmost mountain, and you do see that yes, there's like the river that is running to the east of you, and just like this tall mountain right in front. The actual like there's a tunnel that has been reinforced with wood that is traveling deep into the mountain. So the half orc you've been talking to gets out. It's like, all right, so you can get started whenever you're ready. I should mention, don't bring any fire inside.
Not to worry. Lifts his little shutter. Magical. No heat, no flame.
Good. Because I should mention, that sulfur, if it gets a flame, it's going to go up. The gases inside, very flammable. We tend to send just people who can see in the dark naturally.
Do we need any gas masks or anything? It's harmful to breathe.
Just thinks for a moment. No, you'll be fine.
It's like that.
Well, I mean, I think we're good with the ever glowing candle.
Don't worry, they haven't invented cancer yet.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
The government hasn't
You're
put
fine.
cancer in your
You're
food
fine.
yet.
Yeah, there's no chemtrails with fly spells.
So if you want to roll an insight, you could, but
It's fine. I get it.
I don't want to roll a natural 20 on this and become fucking Dale Gribble.
Wants it.
the gas. You get the idea. Maybe their gas probably is the healthiest for you. And you do hear a couple of miners there, just like a raggedy, wet cough.
Ew. That's illegal.
He hands you like a bird cage with a canary inside. Just keep this.
You'll need that.
Nice.
And I think we will call it here, as we've been playing about 2 hours now, and I don't really want to have Jeremy miss the
Yeah.
So
Sounds great.
I'll end the
It's-
recording.